All right. I have been asked what are some of the things that I eat dessert wise that are vegan and healthier for you. So, one of the things that I do is I make something called date balls, and you probably have seen the picture on my page or on my website or on my YouTube. But I start with about 2 bags of dates, and I normally get, if I can find the fresh pitted dates, I use those. But if not, I use the Sunsweet dates, and they're pretty good. I put them in my processor and I chop them up, start them out chopping them up really fine. And then I add about 4 tablespoons of cacao, some people refer to it as, or cocoa. I use about maybe a half a cup to 3/4 cup of almond butter and or peanut butter. And then I add about 2 cups, maybe 3, of quick oats. And you'll be able to see once you start, if you use a processor, the consistency needs to be sticky. You'll know once you start blending it. And I'll show you in just a second what it looks like, and you'll get a good idea. I'm gonna also add some vegan, dairy-free chocolate chips, some walnuts, some pecans, and I just like to add some flaxseed. So I might add about maybe 3-4 tablespoons of flaxseed, because that kind of helps you continue to be regular. All right, if I keep it real with you. But you can't even taste that it's in there. It's just an extra ingredient that helps you out physically and helps your digestive system. Make sure it's ground. Okay, so you see the consistency of it, right? After I've gotten everything added. So if I wanted to just like take a little ball and roll it in my hand, don't look at my nails or anything because I've been washing dishes so my hands are dry. But you see how it sticks together? That's what you want. You want it to be able to stick together like so. All right, what I'm gonna do though is you can make little balls with it and put them in the refrigerator or freezer in order to speed up the time. And then just eat them like that. If you want to put it in a flat pan, which is what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a long sheet pan and I'm going to just press it in the sheet pan, and then I'm going to cut it into little squares. That's what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do mine. All right. Okay, I dumped it out of my processor. And just so you can see what I'm talking about. See, whenever you press it, because dates are, of course, sticky anyway. So you can like make little bitty balls with it. Like this right here. I'm gonna use my gloves because I don't like my hands to get dirty. Yeah, I'm nice nasty. But you make little balls like that, and you put it in the refrigerator on a cookie sheet, and let them get hard, and then you eat them. That's pretty much it. And there's no added sugar. It's all natural sugar. We took the sugar from the dates because dates are naturally sweet, and so we didn't add anything else except for the chocolate chips, of course. If you're doing the Daniel fast, which is what I'm making these for, in case I have like a sweet tooth or something, I can get something healthy and something that's allowed on the fast. Then I'm not going to use the chips because they have added sugar. Even though they're vegan, they have a little added sugar, so I wouldn't use them on the fast. But the cocoa, of course, can be used on the fast, and that, of course, gives it a chocolatey taste. All right, there you have it. Alright, so that y'all can see how it's done, what I did was I took a portion of it and I pressed it in a pan, and I lined it with wax paper, and the reason being is once it sets, then it'll be easy to just lift this up out of the pan and then slice it. Alright, and so that you can see how the date balls are supposed to look, I just rolled some, and these are for my niece, Tiana. She and I are the only ones that eat my date balls because she loves them like her auntie. And so I'm making her some as well. So I put chocolate chips, vegan chocolate chips in hers, but I did not in mine because I am, of course, fasting. So just so you can see it. And then what I'll do is once they cool, I'll show you how that works and slice them, and you can see. So they're really, if I had to give it a name, this particular way, it would be no-bake vegan brownies. So, all right, and these are date balls. You can serve them with, fruit. You can, put them on top of ice cream, or you can just eat them by themselves, whatever it is that you choose to do. All right, and don't look at my pan. You know how you have some pans that have been with you through the ages? They look dirty, but they're not. They've just been worn a lot and they cook very well. Yeah, that's what that is. All right. I'm gonna put a sheet of wax paper on top before I put it in the refrigerator, the same as I did here. All right. And let me say this too before I finish. A lot of times people say, well, if I eat vegan, can I lose weight? Well, yeah, you can. But eating vegan is just like anything else. If you eat too much, eat too many calories, you're going to gain weight. A lot of times people become vegan and then they start eating a lot of the starches, the breads, the potatoes and things like that. And then they wonder why they're gaining weight. Well, because those things are high in calorie. So you got to make sure that whenever you do become vegan that you eat more greens. And of course you can still eat those starchy things, but don't eat so much of them. And there is a lot of vegan junk food out there. I mean, Oreo cookies are vegan, come on. So if you eat things that have a lot of calories and you're not burning it off, yes, you can still gain weight, even eating vegan. All right. So just make sure that you're not overdoing it. And, yes, it's a healthier way, but to eat, but it also, can bring extra calories and extra weight if you're not watching and monitoring yourself. Okay. You can eat more as a vegan, especially if you're eating greens, leafy greens and things like that. But anyway, I'm going to put this in the refrigerator and then I'll come back and show you how I'm going to slice it and what it looks like once it sets. All right. I've taken it out of the refrigerator. It has had time to mold. And so now I'm getting ready to cut it in squares. All right. That's what they look like on the inside. And it's just dates, nuts, peanut butter, cocoa, or cacao, as some people say. And so it's really a no-bake, you can call it a brownie, no-bake fudge, whatever. But it's really good and there's no sugar added, it's just the sugar from the dates. All right, there you have it.